Jerky and eye drop. Kind of at base and got bar in the hanger. They actually elevate a little bit in Jerky. What a way to find a little bit of damage, and he needs it. No materials for the moment. It's just his shots that he can ride with.
You can see everything they can do. The Siptos now trying to pick out his way through some old builds, trying to find something. He needs to hit a big shot. He knows it. Rico, just bare bones in HP as well as a solo. These are the difficult times. No medmits, can't camp in the zone. Has to hit a big shot.
Last chance here for the big edit. Siptos and Reason also working all the way around. It's a complete mosh pit on low ground. Vico might have the last ticket to enter into it. So many different teams just clashing. Ziptos Reason pick up two. Ziptos with a third eye drop. Now down Stompy, also taken out by Refsguard, who's still active on height. They got a few more mats. They have a little bit of control, but they've got no ground beneath their feet. Doesn't matter. The Ziptos is looking towards the skies. Another one sniped by, taking an aquatic dive afterwards, my friend. 5 eliminations, 9 for the total duo. And now we have the low ground demons versus high ground up top who survived this far. 2v2. Whoever wins goes to the finals.
A chance of redemption for Refsguard and Clown. We saw them in this moment last time round, and this is their chance to redo history, secure their spot in the finals. They are being chopped. They need to be careful. The pressure's coming through. A moment to breathe. Some composure now is needed as the boys get the chance to line up the shots they want.
There's no ground.
And Reason and the Siptos are struggling. They have no builds. They're trying to spray their way up. Refsguard now isn't going to miss this time. He will redeem himself. He will secure a spot in the finals. What?
Battle's still just popping. Him and Lotex just have so many eliminations right now, sweeping up a bunch of the points before the endgame even starts. Up top on height, there's going to be a 3-way fight. Let's see who exactly flies by. Bofink and Bevies control it for now. They've had a little bit of issues with confidence and control and leading the pack inside EU, but this is the time they get to shine with it, to change the narrative. And what they've done so far, their legacy inside the semifinals. Mended for teams not making this endgame so far, though. Vico and Jackson have elevated to a situation where they're in mid-ground, but they also just seem lost.
Yeah, you can see he's trying to scramble his way. Needs to make sure he protects the back, stop anybody from coming inside of the top. Janus and Vortex zone now. The start of the zone transition, making use of the attack sprint, getting in a bit. And Vortex, you see that's what he does. He's looking for control, looking for angles as well. And there's a high ground fight as well. Glubshy falling to his doom. Frey left all alone on height against Bufink and Bevies. What can Frey do?
Not much for the moment. There are no winners in this type of fight, though. Look at the mats from Bofink. Look at the desperation for him to try to gain some regularity, try to gain some clearance as to what's going down. He used to have 500, now he's just down to 1 stack of them, 100 total mats. This is just tough, all in wood as well. Meanwhile, down low, the lower people get forced. They're into shark territory. Reason the Siptos looking to take a chomp and a bite. Janus and Vortex taking over height, though. They see it. They were patient. Chug Splash is thrown as well. All the actual just green HP usage is there. Look at this beautiful slide from Janus too. Just utilizing the mechanics, reconnecting, and using that mountain to bolster himself as well. If he gets this pyramid connected, they have such a good hold to be able to win this game from height.
They're looking so strong up there. Everything is setting up so perfectly for them. And you can say the same for Reason and the Siptos. They've been brilliant. You can see now, settled in the zone, trying to find eliminations. The Siptos looking all around. Reason might be the one to lead that charge. But this is brilliant from both of those teams.
Yeah, Lotex and Vettel, they should also be feared down low. There's 3 operating duos. That's Reasons, Vettels, and then up top, Janus's. They'll probably be here for the end game, but the Siptos is going to be interrupted by Vico. 3 eliminations. He takes on one of the major players, one of the major duos, up in these low ground, icy situations, the fields that are so slippery and dicey. Vico will be able to skate around and hide currently. Just tall enough to be able to survive for the moment. 7 HP, can't even take a tick of the zone. Has to pick the right person to shoot, but no. Loses the 50-50 chance. Jay and Cosmo out of shield, but not out of a chance to stay alive in this game.
Yeah, they sniffed him out, and Jay actually will be snuffed out as well. Cosmo hiding in this bush. He knows there's players in there as well. He nice to hit the shot. Can't connect for Nayan. And Rabbit, though, struggled so much in previous sessions. The third time's clearly a charm, as they are stuck in this game right now.
Although, just like the first game, low ground, absolute disadvantage. They're going towards the water. They have no ground beneath their feet to be able to have stability. As a result, Janus and Vortex can take control. 2v2 now, finally to go. 2v1 for them. It has to be Raps. The perfect zones, a long journey in the semifinals. Lots of loss. Now up against Fanayan, and he's pushing up. He has the mats. He has control. 1v2 has to land a shot, but beautifully denied by the builds from Janus. Has none now though, and they have to drop down in the water. It gets aquatic. Spray's there. Fnayan still has a little bit of control. Spray, overload, maximum overdrive from Vortex and Janus. He loses his teammate in the process though, but this is all for him now. Just 30 HP of damage he has to do. Keep the spray active, my man. That's all it takes. That's all it needs. And there it is, the final beam. Vortex and Janus are going to the finals.
So the Sipsos now in this game is looking to clutch.
Sipsos going for the clutch, but on height, a crazy fight turns to Gabex actually taking over towards the skies. Him and Shmeki, look at the cost of this. Have it, Nino denied, pushed all the way down. Him and Lou are going to be fine for now. One of the only height takes we've seen where that team that loses it isn't an absolute shambles. Well, maybe their mats are. Tuning back in Fnayan with huge picks on his own lair. The Sipsos still battling for his own. Does not take one of the max shots that he can. It's just a 38 damage tag on 3 different layers. He's going to be seen somehow though with a sliver of HP. He's not challenged by a single person. Now caught between a rock and a very hard place. He's sent down.
And Fnayan in a very similar situation in the back of the zone. There's a solo trying to hit shots, and a shot he'll hit the harpoon to create some space, and he's very careful, very wary of anybody lurking in these builds like he is, making sure to drop the extra weapons. He doesn't want any delay in that regard, but now trying to break his way through, trying to get into the zone, but his team's waiting for him. He has to try and push his way past, and he walks into the wrong alley, gets taken out by Stenner and Rayad. Gatbix and Shmeki though, still on height, still pounding down on the lobby.
So many duels on low ground, pillars who do not want to be toppled over. This tower stands tall for now. A few more taken out, those Sky. Dan gone. Rayad now beamed away as well. It's all up to just Stenna to keep it alive. Suddenly, a low ground full of duos is splintered in so many different ways, shattered. Basically, ice melting all the ways through. Sky down, it's all up to Dandir. Up top, it's just Gabex and Shmeki. Looking to rain a few more shots. Rayad finally fully eliminated. And a few of the maps will exchange hands. Yusri still alive. Axworth finally down for the second time. Sending out in the way backside of the zone is starting to move in. Asvi takes one of those eliminations. He's going to be traded though by Yusri onto Siren. It's all good now though. Asvi finally moving in. 2 HP. Tough for him overall. He gets just completely siphoned out. Stenna on the low ground will have, what is it, Dandir just running away. He has to take all the pressure for Shmeki and Gabex up top.
Yeah, Gabex, Shmeki, they know what is about to happen. They feel it. Dandir doesn't have much left in that med miss. Stenna now just running out as well. They'll eventually have to run into zone. They might even collide with each other if they're not careful. Stenna running, chasing after Dandir and finds him. But again, is it going to be enough? Gabex and Shmeki know where he is. They know they just need to hold on, because if they can keep applying some pressure, they've got more than enough HP. The zone nowhere near in time, a minute left. They can just hold on. Stenna won't be able to out-heal. He just needs to run his way in, and eventually he will fall. Gabex and Shmeki making it look easy, and their chances to do it would have been so high. But now, Vico is a solo with not much HP to work with, slowly running out of materials as well. Will be faced with a really huge challenge as he moves forward. Rabid and Fnayan moving forward. Axe Force and U Street trying to make their way on in, but there's players on different layers taking shots. They need to get out of dodge, and that's exactly what they'll do. They find a bit of breathing room, but on height, you see an incredible battle going on for it. It seems like Stompy and Drew are the ones that tried to take it. Stompy going down, Drew left as a solo up above. Vovak though, making things so difficult, but Drew remains there, finally starting to drop down.
Sam's going to be up there to be able to
res as well.
Hold on to things as well. Yeah, everything recuperated for Stompy and Drew for the moment. At the same time, Vovak now pushing forward and just taking control. Yusri and Axe Force are ready to possibly take over on height. They're just going to move though and stay on the second. Not too much action. Look at the damage this duo has done though. 947, almost 1,000 above. They've been really active in this endgame, as is Hardfind, as is Rabid, and Fnayan moving in. They're not really happy with having one game in second place. The flick from Rabid, he's there, and Fnayan will just have a beautiful pathway set up for Rabid to basically almost catch up and catch by, but they have been split off a little bit. Don't think they're on the same layer, and Rabid has just moved too fast for his own good. His shot can follow his mouse, but his builds will not be able to last.
The lack of awareness, didn't realize he was down to no builds, and so it cost him in that moment, but now his teammate has to keep pushing on. Axe Force and Yusri though, we know how hard they can hit an endgame. Both of them still up. It's an open world of possibilities. Jet Small, who we just saw pick up an elimination onto Rabid, down to Barebo's no builds, and now trying to run away. A team on his layer, but a team that will chase, and Jet Small gets taken out.
2 more for Hardfind as well, up in his own layer. Takes on the Freezy and Lucia. single-handedly. Not sure exactly where ADN is. Vettel on the Lazen. Big damage. Nyan now. No HP. Lost Rabbit, but did not lose his groove, his focus. Max damage shot 137 straight to the head, and now he's just moving and grooving back and forth through different single layers. And Tarps drop down 180 to the face. Nyan, insane. But not going to be enough to stop Vettel and Lotix. He's going to get calmed down.
Hard finding ADN down below, causing havoc, making waves. Vettel will go down. They want to find the other as well. The refresh there is huge. Lotix shaking in his boots now in that box. He knows whichever angle he leaves, there's going to be a team on either side. So much chaos going on, but in that, Lecce, Till up above battling out for high ground. Till is a solo. He doesn't even have Gripey, but he doesn't care. He gets chopped, but holds on. Swilliam taking some damage, holding it now, and Till can't hold on to height. Lecce, will this be their chance to qualify?
I see another pad going straight up for height. Not sure who wants to take it or if even Solium went down while everyone's in chaos for mid and high ground. Hardfind and ADN are just pushing their low ground empire and no one can touch it. Lotix as a solo now will try his best move to take control of height. Solium finally down, so solo fight still happening up in the skies. Lecce finds another up against Kidwo though. Lecce still fighting. He's gonna be taken out. Lotix now with no mats. Kidwo and Flixie have high ground, 13th place. They might need to play the catch-up game at all. They might not need to do much whatsoever, but win this game. We're up against Lotix in the mid-ground though, and that big team on low.
You can see ADN and Hardfind, they have barely any materials left. Same to be said for Lotix, a solo. Kidwo and Flixie, they have a real opportunity here. They're starting to dwindle in that regard, and so starting to drop down. Kidwo realizing that Lotix will fall. Hardfind and ADN, it's a 2v2 in this moment. No materials. ADN the only one carrying in that regard, and even he now has sort of run out. Flixie and Kidwo trying everything they can now to win these final moments. Can they connect with the shots? Kidwo now finding it. Flixie's down. He has no help. He needs to mantle up. He needs to hit this shot. Can he connect? Kidwo in the final moment hits it. Wow! Kidwo and Flixie are going to the FNCS finals.
He does not want to give it up. They're still going for shots. Skyke is going for it, actually. Excuse me. And Artur right beside him, still providing a little bit of pressure, but Metal 4s deny all of that. Vico and Jackson are going to be just searching on their own lair for any shots. The first time I've seen them in an endgame with no eliminations starting things off. Lotix and Vettel, they keep it locked in second place, 5 points behind the ones in first. Still looking for a few shots of the Orn. Egram and Voxy have just taken over low ground. Nano and Lure there too. Frey's kind of pushed away for height. Milads have been taken over by Kykes and Artur. New people up top, ready to drop, and it's 20th place for this team. Artur needs to win this game or just take a lot of eliminations through this board if he wants to have a chance at the finals.
I've seen Artur and Kaikus vying for height in previous games, but this is finally their opportunity. Julian Com will be taking out at least Waze as a solo. F9 and Rabid, we talked about how they need to just stay in this game, but they want to do more than just that. They want everything.
Jackson and Vico want to take things slow though. Walks now, activating inside the feed. Vico down, it's just up to Jackson. Frey finally denied and Waze is found somewhere on low. Yusri still just doing so well. 1 elimination for him, 3 for Axe Force. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with. iDrop by himself in the front portion of the zone. Wildfire is lost way back in the way. Yusri and Axe Force getting ready to take over on height. They're going for it. The fight starts. Axe Force run out of gas, run out of mats. He's going to be forced to go all the way down. 15 HP. This drop going to be lethal for him. He has to stay up here and hopefully not take too much of a fall. The man pull, the tech, it's there to save him. And now he can look for the chop. It's just him, Yusri, up there by himself. He can do with Milo, go for the refresh, half match, and then meet his maker up top again. What a, just fine from Axe Force. The best thing possible to do, and he has match to be able to play the game now.
There was a moment of doubt as he dropped down, but when he's getting in boxes, there's never a doubt for him. He knows exactly what he has to do. The armored wall at the top to protect him. His teammate Yusri has fallen at the hands of Vanayan. And so now, 2 teams who are looking so strong just left as bare solos. For Nyan, though, we've seen him in these games hit big shots with Rabbit by his side. Now he has to do it all alone, but he's ready.
Nyan with the turtle tactics up in the middle ground too, using every single possibility for an armored wall to make sure everything is safe and secure, hiding in a shell. Meanwhile, Vettel is there, second place. Desert is Synapse Station right now. Every single person is dry towards the bottom. Every single duo is teamless. is just seamless the entire time. They're just trying to push in. Egram and Voxy are towards the bottom as well. Kaikis and Artur are pushing and trying to find something. Big shot up top. Kaikis is still holding on. It's just too good. 4 eliminations for him as well. Waflar down low was so far back in the zone. Fanayan finally found. Kaikis has to just rock this down. It's a solo game with one team in the way. Waflar is finding a little bit of damage from the backside. He takes a little shot. Another big one on low ground. He is just finding everything inside the sand. It's big treasure. But now he has to walk around. Has mats. Can take a little bit of height. No one's really above him. A final 1v1. He can secure it. Kaikis almost run out of mats. He's going for the big shot. Blocked by Rip. But on the right side, Kaikis solidifies it from height to low all the way to the finals.
Hitting some nice shots onto Bofing. Jet Smoke will clean it up. Egram now as a solo. He doesn't have Voxy once again in the end game.
Looking at the outside end, he's in 7th place. We need to just go absolutely sick right now. Going to dodge all the way on height. Not going to try to take it. Not much to even hold with it right now when you're a solo. Has a lot of mats to be able to just stay in this spot, but he's getting focused by Till. Till spray denied by Dan all the way on high ground as well. They're going to start to be succumb to Surge, it looks like a little bit. Jet Smog has a lot of elims coming into this game. 2 specifically. Him and Havre on the left side of the circle right now are looking to maintain mid-ground as well.
Yeah, and you can see they're going to keep it grooving. But up above, Neko and Dan have high ground. They have it solidly, but Swaps and Edison trying to usurp height, and they're making things so difficult for Neko and Dan here. You can see Neko having to just box up, take a minute to breathe, because high ground is no longer his. He was comfy up there, but the Spaniards will be forced down.
Big cost for Swaps all the way down to 20 HP. Bloomy finds Vortextures. He's kind of maybe back in this game. I hear another pad though. Height is not safe. It's Neko and Dan for a 3rd try for it, but Swaps is able to reconnect and make sure everything is just chill for now. Zippos Reason looking up. Egram as a solo is still bouncing back and forth. Gripey is there as well looking for his next shot. Drew and Stopley, what's going on low? Crazy things as they clash with Vico. 139, they're both at the same spot in terms of points. Jackson will be there to try to find a little bit of reprieve. Stopley can't back up into the zone. He has to take the shot, but he gets denied and is stopped at 140 points.
Jackson does so well to stay up there. Some wave-on-wave violence, but they won't worry about it. They'll keep on proving. They need to hold on to their spot. They have so many points, and now they have an opportunity to ruin everybody else's games. The Six for some reason still remain in 6th, though, with 131 points, trying to push everything. Juriki and iDrop, though, everything rides on this end game. Not on height where they're most comfortable, but they need to set up for the win. They won't be able to get top 6, especially with Reason and the Six are still in this game. So many of these duos now clashing against each other.
Every single team I see is double digits on the board. It's VRs or go home. Heine by Gute on the left side of the Grove. Lou finding a few in the feed. Trey goes down. Heine has to move on the left side, has a few matches to be able to live with. That is the drop down and taken out. Swaps, he might lose his feet too. Ankle's broken, he's confused, but lands a big shot before dropping down 2 HP. Deleted.
Bloomy gets taken out. Moneymaker now, all alone. The student now has to become the master. Is this his graduation? Can he hold on to height? No materials. Can Bloomy drop him anything? Maybe. That's a possibility, but iDrop and Juriki now just trying to stay alive themselves. Such low HP.
Back against the wall. Don't have much left in the tank. Moneymaker, one person's making their life absolutely atrocious. Dropped into the box though. Siren is trying to fight with defense. Asby takes over. Lou denied. There's one duo down low. Jerky has nothing. Sprays on the top. He has to go to the floor on the asphalt. It's hot. Looking for maybe just a single shot. He's going to be denied. Pushed back in the zone. iDrop with 1 HP. Can he live for it? Needs to find a shot. They're so vulnerable up top. He needs to find the perfect striker spray. He gets it. No siphon though. It wasn't his. And they are stopped and taken out.
iDrop and Juriki's journey will end here as Fido and Siren still have a say, and they will claim it. Moneymaker couldn't find the moment. They couldn't stop him.
Which duos are making it in that top 6 right now? Axe Force has just pushed out and is held there in 6th place. And you know, I feel like this could have gone a different way.